Since yet right now is Laughing Lips.
This works. You're live, it says, so.
Yep, just got the little roundy round.
Yeah. It popped on my screen and heard
Popped
Dennis.
on mine earlier.
Here we are.
I even got a notification.
Yeah, that it was live.
The first time I ever got that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my own notification.
Oh, you're on notification. Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
it notified me of my own.
that you're on a live.
Yeah, I'm on a
Just
live.
so you know, you're live.
Yeah, appreciate that, YouTube.
Right.
What's up, Tim?
What's up, Tim? What's up, Squirrel?
Girl in the house.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure where to start. If I even, how long is it free for?
I've had Fusion 3 years. You just keep updating the license. It's like, you still using this for free? You're like, yep.
Huh.
Huh.
And
Right.
then you can
Right.
only, oh, sorry, Kurt.
No, you're good. Well, did I not delete somebody?
Yes.
With Fusion, you can only, the hobbyist version, you can only save 10 files at a time. That's
10
editable.
files.
But those are the ones you can edit, like open up and
Okay.
go in. You can save
Yeah.
other ones as read only. Go back and change your
Right.
edit to read only, and then change your read only back to edit. So it's just takes 2 seconds longer to make it a editable file. Kind of like
Well,
Duckman's Mouth.
because I did
Edit
it on. Because I did it on Tinkercad. I think it's only like 5 or 8 files that you can have. I would just
Right.
go through and delete them, and then because I would never use them again.
No,
and then do
they're
it that way.
it saves them. You just change it from able to edit, and then make them read only. And then if you ever need to change it back, you can.
I got you. Because I didn't mind messing around with it. It just my internet was lagging. Was my biggest thing on Tinkercad. I don't know how Fusion works with as far as fairly quick when you change an update or something. I guess that probably depends on your computer and stuff.
I run a Mac and it runs great, but I've used it on old computers before, and as long as one thing that helps is if you have your drawing as your base and you do as much as you can at drawing. What's up, Dirk? Dig Colorado?
Dirk?
You would do everything in the drawing, so your first sketch. What I was doing, and Chunky helped me with this. What's up, Tank? Is I would extrude like something and then start adding holes. Or if I would have just drawn the holes in the sketch, then extrude it, it would already been there. So if I ever need to go back and fix it, I can just delete back to the sketch, fix the sketch, and then re-extrude. And it saves a lot
your
of
holes.
Yeah, then it saves. Well, no, do all the holes in the sketch.
Oh, okay.
So, like you would just draw a circle in the sketch and set it. And when you go to extrude, because that's closed off, like if you did the box and then 4 circles in it, when you go to extrude it, it's not going to include those circles because they're closed off from the area you're extruding.
Gotcha. I'll have to mess around with it.
I'll show you offline sometime.
Okay.
Chunky is much better than I am at it.
Dude, Colorado, what's happening? What's up, Dirk?
I went and looked and I had an invite, so I came in.
Damn, I forgot to take you off.
What's up, Tank?
No, I did not grab the Traxxas modified.
Nothing much.
I think he said he got one.
Oh, it said, Kurt, did you get the new RC on Thursday?
There was no you. It said did get a new RC on
Oh,
Thursday.
Kurt
Yeah. Put your glasses on.
did get. Oh, yeah, I thought it was said, did you get? No. I mean, Traxxas modified, huh? Nice.
If he'd answered yes to that, no matter what, we'd have seen a shoe fly out of nowhere and hit him. He already
Hey,
spent it for the quarter. Nice, Tim.
Cool. Yeah, that's good when you get a group of you guys together to run them.
I think the new modified has that 727R transmission too.
Oh yeah,
Aren't they the upgraded transmission on those?
don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Tim says it does. Yeah, that transmission's tough. A lot stronger than the Lucy, apparently.
Poor Mitchell.
I found a manual for the Traxxas VXL, and I found out that you can actually run a brushed motor, and there's no motor limit on it,
Nice.
which is cool.
So they do have the higher amp. So
VXL ESC.
Yeah, VXL3.
VXL3. Yeah, I wasn't sure if those would run brushed or not.
you just want to be able to go 3S in case.
Yeah.
Duck beats you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Josh, these links on the VDR, the lower links, man, them things are hefty.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yes.
What you taping off, Kurt?
I cracked a body up Saturday.
Oh, when you rolled it down that hill?
Yeah, when it fell off that little pile of rocks.
Let's see, your fiberglass, your shoe going in your hot
Drywall
tape.
tape.
Hey, Kurt, can you flip the servo horn?
Can I flip it up?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too when you said that. If that would actually work.
Yeah, I might be able to do that. If I got, yeah, if I put a little straight one on there, no. But when
Yeah.
it goes down, it's gonna be too low.
Do you not have a shorter horn for that?
Well, yeah, but it hits the pumpkin and all that. When it gets behind, it hits the steering.
That's that 3D printed one, isn't it? Or is that the Amazon one?
That's the Amazon one. I tried that 3D printing one and the links wouldn't fit right.
Oh, the links wouldn't bolt up.
The drive shaft.
What about a short offset?
A short what?
A short offset servo horn.
He has that on there, but it's the first thing that hits when he gets to the rock.
Yeah, it hits the rod. And I tried to put it inside and it doesn't go inside, and I tried moving this back and it doesn't fit there. I probably have to notch this out or something to make it sit back farther, but then it hits the pumpkin. So the only thing I can think I can do is move it behind it and raise it up one, but then it's only gonna have one bolt holding it in on the bottom.
Hmm.
You would have had to done behind
No.
the axle low pro, probably.
Those are the AR-44s,
45,
45s.
yeah, the straights.
That servo mount sits a lot lower than the AR-44 one.
Yeah, because the AR-45 printed one that you printed, it sat up high enough to where I think it was gonna be out of the way, but I just couldn't get the links to go in the right spot.
Right.
That's why I'm thinking if I just went up and back behind it, I don't know if it would be strong enough to hold it there. I might be able to put like a little piece of, an
There's
extension or something.
now even on our trucks, the servo horn is what hits first. It's just that you with the straight axle, and Jericho's done the same thing. It's
The
kind of a
servo
plow.
hits first.
Hey, Dwayne.
You might be able to get away with running a 24 millimeter, 20 or 24 millimeter servo horn.
Well, I have the smaller one than that, I think.
But it hits the pumpkin, even if you put it on the front side of the
It
servo.
doesn't hit the pumpkin, it hits the steering bar. When I do
On the
that,
front side of the servo horn, not the back side.
yeah, the whole thing hits it. It'll hit this bar still.
Oh,
See how this one goes in front of it now because of that. I got that, the
Jumped out further.
yeah.
yeah.
I know.
So if it's a straight one, it hits this bar and it has to be, it has to be tiny. It has to be way smaller than that. 'Cause I
That's
got
the hardcore front steering link, right?
yes.
So it's curved out away from the pumpkin to give more steering.
Well, yeah, but when it does close, it comes really close to hitting it. So,
Right.
it's like over the top. So I don't know if I went down underneath, but then the whole bar would be super low to the ground.
Right.
Down here at the bottom of the pumpkin.
Kurt, that bearded and tattoo guy said, "Hello, sir. Long time no see."
Bearded and tattoo guy. Hey, what's up? Yeah, see, I have these little tiny, I don't know what size they are, but 23 or something like that.
Sounds like you got a dilemma, Kurt.
So from center of hole to the bottom hole, like 20.
Yeah, that's a 20.
And
The
then
20 didn't work.
and then the top two holes are even smaller, so I could have cut more, cut some off if I needed to. But yeah, no, it's too long. That's what I'm saying. It was
That's crazy.
just too long right there to hit. And then if you get too short, you're not gonna have enough throw to turn it. You know what I mean? It's only gonna turn a little bit.
Right. What if you spaced your servo up a little bit?
Well, that's what I would have to do. I'd have to move it up a hole, but then it would only be held on by the bottom two screws.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how strong that's gonna be.
Aren't those posts screw in, or is it all molded?
Yeah, they're screwing.
So can't you take the post and put a spacer on
They're
it? A
screwing?
longer screw?
Do what now?
the post that holds the servo,
Yeah,
they're screwed in from the bottom, right?
no, no,
It's
they're
all one
fine.
piece.
It's all one
No?
piece.
Okay.
It's all one piece? Okay.
That way I thought if I
Because
put
if
like
you had, I see
brace,
what you're saying.
if I put a brace
Yeah,
on the
could have put a
back, it
screw
went
in
up
there
all the way
instead
and
of the
put a
post.
spacer in there to make it, and put 3 screws in there to hold that spacer or something, or that
Right.
piece. But then I'd have to try to figure out something, a piece of metal or something to put back there.
Because I see what you're saying, Josh, is if it was screw post for the servo horn or the servo mounts, put a spacer
Yeah,
in between the mounts and space it up.
raise it up, but yeah, no, it's one solid piece. But it did work when I raised it up in the air and I could get that little horn on there. It didn't seem like it threw the steering as far as it should have though, because you're putting on a shorter horn.
Looks like your endpoints were turned down pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm hitting the shocks just a tiny bit. So
You got a super chat. Kurt.
who's that from?
Oh,
Nice, thank you. I can't even tell who it's from because it's not letting me see it.
It's the bearded and tattooed guy. He said his YouTube name used to be Mad Sexy.
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
nice.
YouTube's funny how they make you do stuff like that. I appreciate that. You can type in shout out one word, drop your link for everyone to click on. It works, I think.
Yeah, it should.
Who are you supporting with that hat today, Dwayne?
What?
I said, who are you supporting or sponsored by with your hat today?
Well, it's a Dodge hat.
The
Dodge
hat.
hat.
So he's supporting Dodge.
Always,
Or sponsored
Always?
by Dodge.
always
transmission.
support Dodge.
Oh yeah, he's always wearing that hat. Peanut butter wolf, what's up? Yeehaw. Um,
So Josh, your guys' trucks do the same thing?
Yeah, they're in the front. It's just not as low as Kurt's because the straight axle versus portal. But Jericho's AR-44, the servo horn is the first to catch. It's just the issue of servo on axle.
yeah, it's the mount. This mount is not made for, well, technically it says it's made for the portals and not the straight axle, but it fits, the pumpkins are the same.
Well, that makes sense then. They
Yeah,
drop it lower because the steering links are lower portal.
right, or lower down on the portals.
Yeah, because the portal knuckles will come down, so that steering link's lower.
Yeah. So
So they probably have it dropped.
that's why I'm just trying to think of a way to, because it's got plenty of room to go up. If I move it up, and it's only going to go, the servo is only going to come up to just above the chassis rails a little bit, so.
It doesn't hang out below your pumpkin though,
What?
and it doesn't hang below the axle. I wouldn't stress it as much as you are.
No, but I'm just when I hit a rock, that's the first thing I hit, man, is that every time, and it catches. I just have to be aware of it, I think, because you can see the screws already. It's shiny, because I've been hitting it so much.
It's shiny.
Yeah, it's rubbed the black
So,
on it.
I understand that. But like Jericho's truck, which used to be my truck, has always had the AR-44s on it.
Uh-huh.
And that same servo's been in that truck for 3 years. and it's a
And he
home
beat the crap out of it.
SHV 500, and it's hit a lot of rocks. I've had to change screws on it. It's hit so many rocks.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gonna wear out here soon. Other than that, it's great. It's just that. So you got to pay attention to what you're climbing into. Because you can even see on the next video that I posted,
What?
this truck, it runs even better on that, you know, when I had it out on where I was Saturday. That video was last week's or the week before that.
That smooth rock
But-
was cool though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
that's fun rock to climb up.
Dwayne was just watching jealous because it rained and he didn't get the comp box out.
Yeah, all day Saturday, and I was working on the trailer, getting it de-winterized. Same thing today, and it rained on and off today. Back to work
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That's a Three Brothers servo on that one.
How much one? Mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Kurt will ever go back to an Amazon servo now.
Well, I got a free one here, so
Well, free, yeah, but I don't think you're gonna buy one after running that Three Brothers servo.
no, it actually did pretty good this week, and I was happy with it. The other day, it seemed like it was slow, but my hand is slow, is what it is. But if you just like do the flick, you do the
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say something from your video. When you're doing that, let go
Yeah.
of it.
yeah. If I do it by hand, it's all slow because my hand's slow. But when you do the flick, it flicks fast.
Yeah, I saw you trying to shake it down, then you were like,
Yeah.
I'm like, he hasn't let his hand off the radio because you could hear it in the GoPro. Like, and it's the same thing with mine and the GoPro. You can hear it when you go ding, and you can
When
hear
you-
the spring vibrate.
When you flick it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Spring vibrating the remote.
Hmm.
Oh, bad.
Running through my. Oh yeah, they're not waterproof, huh?
What servo mount do you use, Josh?
On the Bankers one, I just use the plastic one that comes with it, but the AR-44s is the UC Fab servo mount. I think. You care if I share this, Kurt?
Nah, help yourself. Man.
This is the mount I use on the AR-44 is the UC Fab one.
Beef tubes.
It's UC Fab, but they're selling them on.
One of the guys that I was running with yesterday or Saturday said he's got one of the what is that, the tent scale or tent? What is it?
Oh,
Yeah, 1/10 RC.
Yeah, he has the motor or the on servo axle for the 45s that he said he was going to give me, so or that I'll buy off of him. But they're never
That's the one, isn't it?
stock anymore.
The Bocos.
I think
Yeah.
that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, those are the Bocos.
'Cause they don't ever have them in stock anymore. Almost like they stopped making them.
I
Oh,
think
he
I have
can't
one.
keep up on it.
drawer.
He's been having a hard time keeping up on all that right now.
Yeah, it's been a while though. I mean, it's been a long time. Hasn't been just like the other day, you know, like a couple
Right.
weeks. It's been months.
Well, I think his other problem too is he's getting them made overseas
Uh,
and shipped back.
I even asked to see if they were gonna ever come back in stock and I got no reply.
Yeah, I've been looking at their site lately, and most of the site is hit or miss right now.
And I thought maybe that might move it up a little bit or something, but like you said, I'm just gonna run it till it breaks. I don't think it'll hurt the servo any. It's just gonna scratch up that screw to where it's,
Oh, you'll wear the end of that servo horn off before you hurt the servo.
yeah, that's why, you know. Blue Amazon special. Yeah, I got one of those and I got a couple of those there. The beard.
I've got one of those. Blue Amazon specials.
I got
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Gee,
6, 7. Got a whole bunch in the king hauler.
they work good for your all-purpose stuff, you know?
Right.
They work fine for a trail truck.
Yeah,
That's what I use them in. All my TF2s have them.
I think that's what I put in this one.
Waterproof or
It's a 30, it's a 35, it's not the 25.
Kurt. Look at this.
stupid Sawbucks in 2 of them though.
It's the same thing.
Oh yeah, it's way down there. Yeah,
Yep.
Whoa, that's crazy.
it's straight, huh? It must push it out in front of it though, or something, or is that, I bet you that's a straight instead of curved out, huh?
Yep. They're running a straight steering link. That's why I asked if it was a hardcore link.
Yeah,
So that servo horn
Interesting.
will hit a rock before the,
Yeah, it's
that's
just
what's the problem.
the furthermost forward part. Yeah.
yeah, if you have a rock that's
rock.
small enough to go in between the tires, that's the first thing you hit, you know?
Yeah.
But it's
That's,
behind the tires, so if I hit the rock straight on, I crawl up, but if anything
yeah, windy, you hardly ever
out,
hit a rock straight on, right?
yeah, exactly, so.
Now they do have what's called a tall boy, Kurt, that, and it's in stock.
See how that.
So
goes
it's
by?
got all that extra beef to it.
Yeah, see, that's what you. printed
Oh,
me.
okay, I see what you're doing. That's because of this, the servo. You mean
Yeah, it just raises the servo up.
yeah,
So then there's
Right.
that link
See,
set
I
up,
couldn't do that with the center like that.
or this link set up.
Yeah, see how I had to put, I even did, this one has the same thing on the center and the bottom of it, right in here. You can put
Yeah.
you can put the links here, but I put the links on the outside here
Right.
on this one.
Well, it looks like you can do both on that one.
So I couldn't get
And
them.
that servo mount's in stock?
Yep. 1999, add to cart.
And that's a 3D printed one, right?
Yeah, it's
Josh, you see that question in the chat, right, about the Millennium 3500 getting hot with gearing?
yeah. Gearing can, depends on the gearing.
Depends on the gearing, yeah.
Also depends on the motor. Along with the gearing, because if you're just bashing the shit out of it, it's gonna get hot.
It's manufactured from nylon 12. That's what it says.
Nylon 12.
So that's nylon 12, I think, is SLS printing, not just
SLS.
regular.
That should be SLS.
Yeah,
Should be.
because I think a lot of their stuff is the powdered aluminum
Yeah,
printing,
the SLS.
and this one's just nylon. So I think most of their stuff is, I think that's why he's been out of stock of stuff. Is because, who was it? Not you, Imagine. Who was it before you Imagine, Dwayne?
I was
The
about-
3D printing company that went out of business.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Shapeways.
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 Yeah.
A lot of people were printing through Shapeways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that other stuff was, I thought that was aluminum, the other motor mount, or the other servo mount.
It is, but it's powdered aluminum.
It's
So
powdered aluminum.
SLS printed.
It's still printed. I thought it was a solid aluminum, like like.
Oh,
It,
They
I'll-
print it out, right,
becomes
Kurt?
solid.
Well, yeah, but it's printed rather than cut or.
Yes.
Yeah.
SLS stuff is actually really good.
It's really
Or
not,
molded.
Strong.
you could call it printed, but it's actually, I don't know how to
Molded
explain it.
It's like a
cast.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got lasers that actually melt the powder
Exactly.
together,
So kind of like an injection mold setup.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
kind of.
But that nylon
Except,
12 should be plenty strong.
Oh, yeah, that'll be plenty. PETG is plenty, for Christ's sake. If you print it 100% infill,
Especially if it's injection molded, injection printed, SLS printed.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
what car is it in, Bearded? Because like
Stock.
my son has one in the Fiesta and it overheats all the time. It just gets no air in that body. Rustler?
Make sure the mesh is right. If you got a little too tight.
Why is that not going in there?
We couldn't run 3S on the Millennium and the Fiesta. Even with we put the stock gearing off of the brushed motor. And I think it's too much. I think it needed geared down.
It probably needs geared down.
Like I said,
It's doing it in the Rustler. It probably just needs gearing down.
That's even a smaller area with no air. Yeah, I got fans on mine to make sure I don't overheat. I don't have the Millennium though. I got I think it's a Spectrum stuff in mine, I think.
Kurt's gonna break down and get one for Christmas. By Christmas, he'll have a 3D printer. Watch.
Yeah, I told my wife I wanted one for either my birthday or Christmas. So
What's up, Osborne?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this.
We are awesome buddies, right, Kurt?
What's up, Mike?
We're the best buds.
yeah, you're the one that broke it last time, I learned.
Hey, Mike, I was born.
Who's your buddy? Who's your pal, Kurt? Duckman.
What's up, Osborne? Thinking about going with the TQ motor.
EQ motor, what the hell is
I
that?
don't know. It's
Maybe he's meaning a TP?
TQ.
ED. From my bunghole reel.
A torque
There you
motor,
go.
probably a torque motor.
Here you go, Keith. I got your favorite out. No.
East
Oh, wow.
6,000?
A good E6000. You gonna use all that, Kurt? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'm not like you. I'm not going to glue it to the table. It said, yes, a TP autocorrect.
Okay.
It'll still get
TP.
hot.
It'll still get
It'll
hot,
just-
yeah, if you're over geared for sure.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Geared, it's gonna cost
No,
you.
they're fine.
TPs are
Why,
good.
it's always bigger in Texas, Kurt.
But the Millennium
See?
motor is good too, I think.
Always
What
bigger
are they
in
doing?
Texas.
Hey, don't let them in, don't let them in, don't let them in.
They always have more water.
What are you guys doing? No, no, no. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
What are you guys doing?
What
My
are they
cats.
doing?
My cats are fighting for whatever reason. Stop. Sorry, I forgot to mute myself.
Come here, duck man.
Yeah,
Come here, duck man.
Let's check and see if you're really a duck.
well, that'd be part of the man, Kurt.
Let's see if you're really a duck.
I can't find my mini-me. Guess I gotta clean up.
Dwayne would
You're
have a
wearing
zero label.
gloves to put E6000 on. Oh,
I'm gonna make this strong. I'm gonna use this whole little tube.
just don't do that and then go eat popcorn because, yeah. KB did that one time, got a piece of fiberglass in his tooth.
Well, that's why you wear gloves.
No, 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 no. Damn it.
Ooh, stuff smells good. It's been a while.
What are you gluing back together?
My body.
Did you break your body already?
Yes, I did.
Rolling?
I broke.
What
Yeah,
you
I
hit?
fell off like a 6-foot cliff and landed straight on its top.
Oh, shit.
I broke
That'll
the.
do it.
I broke the mount in the back on the bed. I broke the slider. The slider was on something else, but yeah, it was a fun day.
That was today?
Saturday.
Saturday. Huh. Well, maybe it's a good thing I didn't get out. I didn't break anything.
You
And
didn't have no fun.
I didn't scratch a paint job.
And then you didn't have no fun.
That is true. I was busy getting ready for camping all week.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun here soon, so.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can find somewhere good. I'm going to the same place I did last year, and I got to do some walking to find some good spots, I think.
As Tank says, if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
My fun.
I beg to
Stops when I
differ. I
break
can have fun without breaking shit.
Me too.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah.
Brad's here? Where? You
What?
got to use it to break it, Tank.
Yeah,
I don't know how you're having fun. You ain't using it, so how are you breaking it?
right.
I have the problem is having too many to use them. I do use some, but not all of them.
Bearded tattoo guy, appreciate you popping in, man. Thanks for the chat. The super chat. Appreciate it.
Super chat.
I got to start selling some.
Yeah, I just broke the back, Dirk, right?
You won't sell any, Tank. Come on now.
Here and here on both
You might
sides.
trade, but you won't sell.
It snapped the post where I had it, where Josh made the post off the bed. It snapped that and then just smashed
I
it.
have a hard time selling too. If I can't get something
Yeah,
else
see.
in replace for it, I won't get rid of it.
I usually shoe glue the back of the single cabs anyways, but I didn't do it for this one.
You got to look out for those cliffs, you know.
I know I got it on. I didn't get the fall on video, but you could hear the thunk. I mean, it was a it was a solid hit.
Yeah, 6 feet. Yeah, that's a solid
Yeah.
hit.
And it
Right.
landed straight. It landed straight on its top too.
Well, man,
Well, that's not a bad thing either. That body took most of the hit then.
It shattered. It peeled the paint off inside. It hit so hard. Yeah, it popped the paint off in certain areas of it too.
Well, that's your paint job usually does that, Kurt.
Yes, I know. It does. I'm not very good at painting. And no, I'm not sending it to you, Keith. Can't afford that.
Well, I just put a battery in this one. I'm gonna try this one tomorrow.
Got the race going.
I'll find a mud pit somewhere and throw it in the mud.
Down in Texas, Tank.
I was gonna say, go to Texas. There's plenty of mud.
right?
Take your boat there too.
I gotta try to. get out of
Right,
the house.
definitely take a boat. I've
I
seen
hope I
that,
can get out of the house.
seen those couple of videos, Keith. Holy crap, man.
Beauty mud.
Yeah.
I've seen your videos earlier today. Holy crap. That's insane.
I figure if your body ain't scratched up and broke, you ain't having fun, man.
There you go.
You ain't wheeling right. Might as well put that comp box back up on the shelf. What?
Where did that come from? What
Put it back
the
on
fuck?
the shelf. Put it on the shelf,
Fuck
Brad.
off. Fuck y'all, I'm out of here.
Put it on the shelf,
Fucking
Brad.
Josh picking on me, Tank picking on me, Kurt picking on me. Dennis, you next?
I'm picking on you too.
No,
I
You ain't
just asked-
Canadian.
I just asked about your hat. Said you're jealous of Kurt.
That Brandon?
Not yet, Dwayne, not yet.
Still time, still time.
It made a pretty good size, Brandon. 30 feet, that would have hurt.
Yeah. When he messaged me and said, "Hey, I broke this stuff," I'm like, "What'd you fall off of?" Like that's the first thing I said. Like, what'd you hit? I knew it fell.
Yes, I did. And I didn't even notice it till, I don't know, 10 minutes after or so. After I broke the skid off, that's when I knew, that's when I found the body was broke. The body
Right.
went off.
So is that a printed skid?
What?
Is that a printed skid?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you damage the battery, Kurt?
Battery, no.
No.
No, I did what Josh did. It just kind of dangled there and drug it along. I didn't keep going like he did though. I stopped. I wasn't doing a comp.
I finished the course, brother.
Yeah, I wasn't doing a comp. It wasn't worth no money, so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that skid was printed or if
Yeah, it
it
was
was
just
a stock style.
yeah, it was just a little 3D printed skid. You could hear it snap though. When it snapped, it snapped. It pop. Well, man, that sounded familiar.
Like I heard that before.
I heard that on a video. And yeah, I'm probably gonna get those titanium ones for the other one. Like,
Well, I gotta go early tonight, guys. We'll see you later.
Good, Tank.
Good night, Tank.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
Tank.
Later.
Ouch is done. I didn't buy any of them clips. I got some wire I'm gonna use. Too expensive.
Didn't find any what?
I'm talking about my pouch I'm making. I
Oh,
wanted to have it sealed twice, so I was gonna buy some clips, but they were too expensive, so I used a piece of wire. It's hard to explain. Okay. Ouch. So it Velcros, and then I got this, it goes through there, and I wire it up so it's double sealed. So if I ever jump out of an airplane,
Right.
or get
no
pushed,
You're gonna worry about your knife, not your back and neck snapping.
or get
nope.
pushed.
It's my fire starter pouch. Oh, it fits good too. Let's see if this little light will fit in there. My little flashlight.
Oh, low light, that's why. I think it's out there.
Hey, that'll fit in there too. I roll up, put a little bit of cash in there. Seal that. Put it on my little. This knife is the killing knife. Oh, I'm not done. Damn it. I gotta sew Velcro on that. Velcro. Where's that other piece? I always lose the other pieces of Velcro. You know what? I could wait and get some good Velcro. I'm gonna wait and see if Winkley's has some good Velcro. Not, then I'll use this.
Get some good Velcro from the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
A piggly wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly Velcro.
Right next door to Bubba's Suds.
I don't want you coming out. Yeah, there you go. Put that through there. Wrap it a couple of times.
Doing a capper comp here, I think, in a little bit, a little cage comp.
Nice.
When it's locked, ain't going anywhere. Let's see here. Did you see that damn shit? I opened up the lawnmower today and it has, instead of just three
Didn't you just
wires.
buy that lawnmower? Why are you not
Yeah,
returning it?
I lost the damn receipt. I've got every damn receipt but that lawnmower receipt.
And
I
they won't
looked,
exchange it?
nope. I paid cash, I guess. This is not on the credit card. That's the first thing I tried to do was return it.
Have you tried watching more
What is
videos?
it?
I think there's another video in there that the guy had more than those 3 wires.
There's like 8 wires.
No, there was like 5 wires.
Yeah, but they're not thick.
They're not supposed to be thick. It's just a little switch. It's a
No,
dead
but the
man
other
switch.
ones are, Kurt. The big ones, the videos we watched, they were like thick wires.
No,
Well, then it's not the same mower as yours.
That's right.
yeah, but it's just a dead man switch is all that's coming. The wire that's coming out of the handle,
Yeah, it is.
it's
And
those
there's like,
wires.
there's 5 of them coming out and it goes into
Yeah.
another switch.
And I bet you the other 2 wires, instead of making like 2 different wires coming out, they made it into one on the newer version. And the other 2 wires go up to the handle all the way to the top for whatever functions up there.
Yeah, probably so. That's the only set of wires that go up.
Right? So one goes up to that kill switch in between the handle and then all the way up to the top of the handle where probably you have to squeeze something probably.
Yeah, you gotta squeeze it and then it's got self-propelled too, so it's probably
Yeah.
wires for that
So
too.
you need to figure out which wires are that dead man switch and which are probably the same colored wires, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But can you take that handle apart?
Yeah, you can take the handle apart.
So wherever that dead man switch is, that one in the center there, you need to find out what 2 wires come off of that. And splice and tie those together. Make sense?
Yeah,
Which are probably gonna be the same colored wires, but I would check if you could. I could have swore there was one of the people in there had a set of wires like that.
had
not
a set
maybe-
more than 3, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the
one of
other
the guys
videos I
had,
just seen like 3.
I think one of the guys had 3 or like 5 or 6 wires on his.
Yeah, that's the one that mine has like 6 wires on it.
Yeah, so it was a newer version, I think. But they just
Is the handle still on there? Keith?
Yeah,
Okay. Right here,
it's all underneath that black thing, that big black plastic thing.
right here,
Yeah,
it shows
see,
the
right?
wires that,
Yeah,
these
but
are the
them ain't the
wires that
same
come out of the
ones.
handle.
Yeah, but that it's not that, Josh. It's my wires are totally different. They're real thin and there's like 5 of them coming out of there.
I
Yeah.
saw the picture.
So instead of the 2,
Yeah.
see how that one had 2 coming out of the handle? He's only got the 1 coming out of the handle now. I think they did like a different wire harness for the newer version. They made it a single wire harness rather than 2 wires going up, 2 sets of different wires going up.
Yeah, you seen the picture, so there's a whole bunch of them wires coming out going into that plug.
But they're all under in one wire though, right? In one loom.
They all go into one plug. Kurt. There's like
Yeah.
4 or 5 little wires that go into one plug.
But they're all wrapped in one loom, right?
Right, yeah, they're all wrapped in one wrap.
And I can't remember which one I was watching, but I could have swore the one guy had a bunch of wires too.
Let me see this one.
Oh, Brandon.
So it looks like he only has a 2 wires.
Technically, there should be 3 wires. That lady had a 3-wire.
Yeah, see, this video's got the same, it doesn't even look like mine.
I'm sure there's, like I
There
said,
might be more than one of them.
probably different models and different years it was made.
Different model, a different feature.
Yeah. Strange. Of course, I got the one that was built on Saturday that they ran out of wires.
It seems like a common problem with that thing and that switch going out.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this one's got 3. He's got a blue, a black, and a red, and that's that lady. Oh, wait a minute, is this what it? He's got so many wires unhooked.
I would help you look, but I'm afraid to do too much on this computer tonight. It's not running the fastest in the world. I think those Vanquish shocks would work good on my Capra, those 90s. Better than my Capra ones, huh? Yeah. Thinking. Should lower it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the Capra shocks off of mine. Put the shorter, the 90 mil desert windows on it when I first built it.
I
Put
took
the stock Capra shocks on my 10-2 and it actually works better on the 10-2.
Well, that's why I was gonna put those Capras on maybe this V1, C1. C1, B1, or whatever the fuck it's called. I think those
See what
might-
we
I think those might work good on that one.
So you think it's the safety switch on the handle?
In the middle,
Yeah.
in the middle where the handle slides in and out. There's a safety switch in the middle there when the handle has to be slid all the way out for it to work.
Yep.
And that safety switch in between there is not working, is what
The
everybody said.
wires get pinched when you push the handle shut. And it pinches them.
So yeah, because you have to have, if you don't have the handle pulled all the way out, it won't work.
It won't work too, yeah.
So
And see, in all these videos, it just shows the blue, red, and black, red, and blue. And mine's got a big old, it's got like a whole
I saw
bunch.
the plug.
Yeah,
it's got like
Can
6
you
wires.
get to the switch?
Well, that's what I was asking to see, get to the switch and see what color wires they are.
I don't know if I can get the switch. I don't know. I have to take off some stuff, I guess. Looks like it's in that.
Sounds like you need a gas powered one.
Yeah,
Right? That's what I'm saying.
electric lawnmower actually costs you more than a regular gas mower.
He doesn't. Yeah, why did you get the electric? Something,
I had electric chainsaw and the electric weed eater, and the batteries work in the lawnmower,
oh, okay.
so. And I watched on YouTube, it was supposed to be good, but I didn't see this fucking problem on it.
Like every other video is that.
Well, most of those videos are from like 3 years ago, so I bet they updated it.
That's what I'm thinking is the wire harness is different now.
Yeah, they updated it, but they didn't fix the damn problem.
That's why I said if you can get to that switch, to see that switch, the wires that go to that switch, you know what wires to.
Just take that damn, cut the switch off and just solder the wires together.
Yeah, exactly.
Keyword Keith, solder 96,000.
Yeah. Probably use electrical tape
Yeah,
and come apart eventually.
He'll twist it, put E6000 on it, and be good to go.
that's right. Twist them together.
You think I should still use the mini springs on it or should I put the stock springs?
I'd leave the minis on it.
Think the minis will work. Okay, it shouldn't be too heavy, huh? Yeah, I'll have to look on my other computer. I could have swore I saw somebody talk about had one with a bunch of wires on it. I could be mistaken.
Well, they shorted me screws on this kit.
VR kit?
Yep. Yeah, shorted me about 8 screws so far.
How many?
About 8.
Oh, wow.
Where?
You sure you know,
Suspension.
you sure you know how to count?
That's all in the suspension. I've only got two 20 mil screws left. And then they give you these freaking, I think these are 25s.
25s are for upper.
30s. I'm sorry, 30s.
They give you the numbers are weird on those things.
Yeah, these are 30s. All right. Well, I got one screw in the wrong spot.
I still had that little
Okay,
strap.
just put there. That's,
And then you should have 220s and 216s.
those are used on the links,
Right. You said the suspension.
right, which I've got. The majority of the suspension is done. I'm just trying to put the top of the shocks on. What the? That is way fucking off. Oh, shit. Plug it, run it through.
What a
Plug
guy-
it.
What's up?
Josh, can you measure the inside of the frame rail at the front after the servo mount pulls the rails in hot rod?
Should be 60. Oh, you mean at the very front? Yeah, it's a little narrower than 60. Inside of the frame rails at the front after the servo.
I'm glad I keep all my shit.
I'm getting just a hair over 57. It's like 57.3. Inside to inside is, yeah, 57.3 is what I'm getting. Well, fellas, I gotta work in the morning. I'm gonna bounce. I'll see you.
Josh. Have a good
See you,
one.
Josh.
Right.
All right, Jeff.
Hey, Josh.
Have a good night, Josh.
Yep, thanks, guys. See you, chat.
That's way too fucking long.
Pink is the light ones, right? Pink is, yeah.
Yeah.
Red is more. Pink in the
Those are
front.
the mini Teesprings.
Yeah,
Yeah, the pinks are they're real light.
pinks are the lights that you put in the front usually, right?
Yeah, soft. Yeah, right now I'm running pinks all the way around, but I was running pinks on the front and reds in the back.
Yeah, that's what I run. Pinks in the back. Or the pinks in the front and the reds in the back.
Yeah, but now I got it actually, it's working a lot better than what it did before. So I'm just staying with the pinks all the way around on it. Seems to work pretty good that way. Week off and I still don't want to go back to work.
2 days off and I don't want to go back to work. Never want to go back to work.
Right?
No, definitely not.
Now, the only thing that's pissing me off is I have to remount my servo because it was hitting the fucking spur gear. Because of the way that they had you put it in the picture, the damn thing sits too far back.
60 at rear servo mount pulls rails in.
60 at the rear, at the rear of the servo mount.
Talking about the hot rod.
Oh, yeah, and something about pulling the rails in, but
What's up, redneck?
not the most ideal way to mount, but it is what it is. I don't like putting the servos in front of the mount. Rather have it sitting inside the mount and behind it.
Versus hanging off of it.
Yeah, instead of sliding the servo in from the face of it, I'd rather have it sitting behind the mount itself. So the servo horn sits back more, but
Yeah.
in this case, can't do that. Which is what it is, man. I mean, I don't mind the Vanquish build. Wasn't bad.
Oh, they're good builds.
Yeah, I've been putzing with it since, well, probably around 6:30. Taking my time. Was watching a movie while I was soaking bearings. Same as your dilemma right now, Kurt.
Yeah,
I can't,
right.
I can't get the frickin' servo horn on. There we go. Mhm. I mean, it is like on it. I've got shorter servo horns. I can change that. That's no big deal.
We're recovering from last night. Yeah, you look pretty tore up last night there, redneck.
It's not like this servo is going to stay in here forever.
I don't know how late you guys stayed on last night.
About one.
We're up pretty late at 1. We
About
stopped-
one. Mine and Keith's time. I think
Yeah, we
it was
stopped
like
live.
2.
We stopped live around 12, 11 or 12, I think.
It's a little too late. Well, that's as far as I can go. I need a motor. I already have an ESC. Trying to figure out some wheels.
Have to rebuild them.
unfortunately for me, all this shit hit at the wrong time because I wanted to get in that Trucks of Fortune.
Yeah, I want one of those too, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen this year.
Oh,
I didn't save my pennies this year.
if this wouldn't have happened this past week, I'd have been able to get in on it.
I thought they said they weren't gonna do it.
They weren't gonna do it?
No, they weren't gonna do it because they were doing the optic or the expensive one.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing that one, so they were like, we're more concentrating on that than doing the other one, than doing the Trucks of Fortune right now.
Yeah, now there's guys that are getting optic kits and they're getting a lot of nice stuff. It just too many of them are buying
Well,
multiples.
that's the thing. It's like, you're taking a chance when you do this, right? It's like,
Right. Well, they're buying multiples and they're ruining it for everybody that wants to get in on it for the first time.
yeah, oh yeah, that too. That's why
It's all about the money.
they should put a cap
got the
on it
money.
and say you can only buy one,
That's what they should do, but
they won't.
and knowing that that person is just gonna buy it, never open that and resell it for more than what they paid for the whole damn deal.
Yeah. Well, people are trying to get the special colors and stuff. That's why.
Yeah, one guy bought two of them. It was $1,300.
Well, the one guy bought two of them and he got the exact same thing in each package.
What you get?
There you go. That's what you get.
Yeah, but I felt like saying, that's what you get, you dumb motherfucker.
That's karma.
Yep.
Now try to sell it for,
Yep. Don't try to upsell because it's not gonna work now.
Yep.
And it wasn't very good stuff either. It wasn't like it was all,
Right.
was no special.
That's good though. It's
What?
that people try to buy this multiples of things and gets the exact same shit.
Yeah.
Well, good for the other people, yeah.
Yeah, it sucks for
But-
him.
Then he's gonna turn around and try to get somebody else to be a sucker like he was.
You're gonna try to sell it off to somebody or sell parts or whatever.
Right.
Individually, you make more money.
Yeah. Now, Tim, when you are showing your receipt and your shipping in their Facebook group, and it's telling you $1,200 and something dollars, almost $1,300, and you open it and there is identical, it's whoever decided to load the truck that day.
Yeah, you're not, they try to make it to where you don't get identical ones, but
Right.
you know,
I think it got to the point where they're like, hey,
they
that
just,
guy's name came across a lot.
they just throw shit together and,
Well, if you get the stance, you should get parts for it. If
yeah,
you get an optic, you should get parts for it.
well, that's what they're
Whatever
trying
they're
to,
sending you, they should be sending you parts for that.
yep. I'd be mad if they gave me a set of wheels. I'd be like, our tires, I'd be like, dude, you can keep your tires.
Yeah, I don't need tires.
I don't want your tires. I want your wheels and rings and,
I want some wheels and
Axles.
axles.
right? Keep your cheap ass tires.
Right, we're gonna go for the wheels and
Axles.
Their tires are actually pretty, someone says they're too soft is what's wrong with them.
That I honestly,
I don't know, I've never run them, so.
I haven't gotten a set of Vanquish tires yet. 3 kits and not 1 set of tires.
Well, yeah, you bought kits though, right? That's why.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever put the tires in the kits.
Nah, I think the only one that might do that is that one that comes with the body and all that.
The Origin,
No. The one we were talking about last night, it was a VRD or whatever it is.
yeah.
It's a kit that comes with the body and the cage in the back and all that.
Oh, the Phoenix.
The Phoenix, is that what it is?
Yeah, the Phoenix comes with everything.
Yeah. Comes with everything but the motor and ESC and stuff like that.
Right.
On it.
Comes with everything, came with everything. I don't know, man.
You would be cool. I want that kit though, but I think it'd be a cool trail truck.
I actually had the kit that Squirrel has. I actually had it here because I was supposed to build it for Sean. And I'm like, no, dude, I don't want to fuck with this truck. And then that's when he decided to.
Yeah, I don't know. Redneck, the guys that I was running with Saturday said they're good tires, but they're too soft, I think, and I think they rip or something too easy or something like that. They didn't really say why they didn't care for them. But everybody has their own taste in tires, man.
Yep. I like J Concepts.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm liking J Concepts the most too right now.
yep. They're my favorite.
I
And
do
you
like
a lot of people that like pit bulls, and then there's others that like all the pro line.
I do like the Pro Line, these Pro Lines right here, these crawlers.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
are-
the top crawler.
These work good. I can't even tell. I can't even remember. They're crawler something or just crawlers.
The VDR kit just needs a motor and ESC in it.
Yeah, the crawler TA. Yeah, these work really good. And then with Josh's foams or his inserts, they were nice and soft. But Josh's inserts are super soft.
Yeah. Yeah, I have his inserts in the tires on my Ascent, and they're the stock Ascent tires. What a difference it makes in them tires. And them tires are actually really good tires.
I was gonna say when they're stiffer sidewalls, his inserts work good.
Ooh. And I'm sitting here thinking, I got a set of. Yeah, I got a set of two chunky wheels sitting here that I can throw on that for now.
That's what I put in these. Don't
What's up?
Oh, Kurt froze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
he frozen. He be
Freezing.
gone.
You gone.
He be gone.
His Wi-Fi ain't doing
Refresh.
too good in his
It was working perfect the day he set it up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not the Wi-Fi, is it? it's something with this computer. He was having a hard time getting on.
The pro codes, what a.
He
pain in the
still
frickin' ass
froze.
These things are.
You're froze, Kurt. You be gone, brother. Goddamn fly in here that's pissing me off.
Yeah,
Dennis,
Fuck,
you're the
fucking
host now.
beat his
friggin'
ass.
horsefly, man.
He's rebooting or something. He put you
Look
host,
down, he's
Dennis.
like, what in the hell is a damn
Oh.
horsefly?
Yeah, he's gone. So he put you host.
Okay.
He's probably rebooting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, as soon as I bring the fly swatter out, it's gone.
Of course, they always are.
Little bastard.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, every time you bring out a fly swatter and you got 2 or 3 of them fuckers flying around and then they all disappear.
Yep, they gone.
It's all right, they'll get stupid and come back. And you'll whack them.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
back.
know if I'm a big fan of the inserts that ExoCage is doing.
You like them or don't like them?
Kind of got mixed review on it because we actually got a chance to see everything that he's got when we were at Beat the Creek.
Yeah.
I mean, he was right next to us. He had a whole bunch that were dirty prints that he was selling for like $5. He's like, just to get rid of them instead of throwing them away, he goes, $5. Take and pick the best ones out of whatever you want. But I'm like, you know, and then he's got the one where you actually use just a regular foam over it. I don't know if I like that. I mean, yeah, you'll get the 2-stage kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of sidewall rigidity, but that's about it. Because now you have to try to tune the foam itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I have not tried any inserts whatsoever. I really like the J Concept foams for what I run on here.
yeah.
They perform well here.
Stock foams then?
Yeah, all stock J Concept foams. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They
You know,
perform really well on what I got to run with here.
Now, see, like down in Florida, they don't have to worry about the way that they set the courses up on the comps like we do here, because they're more on the ground, like going from one course to another, and they have to, I mean, they got to hammer down to get to it. It's not like with us here where the whole course is all just, it's one setup.
It's right there. Yeah.
And you have to figure out, do I have the right foams for, 90 degrees outside, along with a lot of the side hill and real harsh corners, or do I
Yeah.
have something that's going to be a little bit stiffer? And Joe and I talked 4 years ago when I first met him. He only runs 10 weight oil in his shocks with very, very soft springs, if any. And he's usually just got a stiff sidewall and a super, super soft insert. Because it's not like they have the big rock and concrete edges like we do when we build our courses.
Yeah.
They have to utilize what they've got: brick, river stone,
Yeah,
Same
roundstone.
did- Right,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we got around here too, is, well, we got some shale and some coarser stuff, but it's mostly mud in between and, you gotta really, have a stiff tire. So the stock foams and the J concept for me work exceptionally well.
yeah, and a lot of what we run on too is either sandstone, limestone, like concrete, or sometimes like a real heavy granite based rocks.
We got a lot of granite rocks on here.
So the course can change from one gate to the next. You can have super grip on one gate, the next gate could be like a sheet of ice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same here. You could be on some hard packed inclined coulee with some shale to loose dirt and mud mix.
Right.
Yeah, it just changes constantly, layer by layer.
Yep.
Hey, Keith,
Yeah,
you hear that, man?
oh,
I was wondering what that noise was.
Yeah, I'm playing with
trying to
his,
find
his AI buddy.
no, I'm trying to find a stupid thing for that lawnmower.
Oh,
I wasn't sure what that noise was.
Well, I knew it was
Kept hearing.
he was
I think you knew it was Keith.
Keith is YouTubing, yeah.
Ah,
yeah, I thought he was doing talking to his AI buddy.
Oh,
Yeah. Stop that, Dennis. Jesus.
hey,
Almost my bedtime.
I'm
I'm gonna say,
not used to. I'm not used to getting tired this early right now. This whole week,
Yeah.
I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. Wake up
Alright.
sweating like a pig, jump in the shower, get out, get on a chair, pass out for a few hours, get back up, do it all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping the shit that they're giving me is the reason my hands are peeling.
hands are peeling?
Yep.
What the fuck?
That's what happens when you get old, Matt.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, is it? What the fuck?
No,
You know
no,
you're old when your hands start.
no.
What in the heck?
It's
Hell,
more my
Dennis.
left hand than anything. No, they got me on these steroids. That's why I'm hoarse.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the steroid.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's.
Got you on horse steroids.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to getting old.
Nobody looks forward to getting old.
Now, when you're 8, you are.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. When you're
young you
8
are.
and 10,
And
and
when
then
you
when
get
you
old,
hit that, you're like, fuck.
yeah, when you're old, you're like,
No.
son of a bitch, I wish I would have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
When
Wish I would
you're
have took
little,
my
you wish
time
you
to.
were- when you're little, you wish you were big. When you're in high school, you wish
Right.
you were out of school. Now, once you're out of school, you wish you were
Definitely.
back in school.
Back in school, definitely.
Get
No.
that shit right.
Fuck that. What I would never.
I don't wish I was back in school.
No.
No.
Hated that shit.
Oh yeah, man. School was fucking.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, there's only certain
School in
reasons
the
that-
80s?
that-
Woohoo, baby.
Yeah, it was a waste of time.
My middle name was Snow.
Snowman?
Yeah.
Mine was dude.
Dude.
Now, if I
Mine
knew
was, he's
now,
not in class again.
if I knew, what is that? Know now what you, if you know then what you know now in
Yeah.
school.
Right.
Oh, man,
Right. Oh,
I'd be a millionaire.
yeah, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah, I would have done a few things different, but other than that,
Yeah, the only good thing I got out of school was math. Math is the only thing that
I agree. Everything else was
helped me
fucking
learn.
useless.
Math helped me learn velocities and stuff that I needed to know.
The only
Yep.
A I got in math, we were at this fairground and my math teacher was there and there was this, you know, them big punching bag things. And I said, if I can punch that and hit 1,000, you would give me an A in my next math class. And she said, yeah. And I punched it and got 1,000. That's the only time I ever got an A in math.
in high school, we had a math teacher that gave us all the answers all day long. We never had to figure anything out.
No
The
shit.
whole year.
I didn't
Yeah,
have
the whole
that.
year he gave us the answers to everything.
Fuck. That'd have been nice.
No, because then you want to
Yeah,
learn
it
today.
it was stupid. It was stupid.
Math is
You
what
still
you
learned
need.
a little bit. He made you go through
Right.
the process of it, but he told you that, yeah, he told you it was like, this was stupid.
What's up, Bushman?
no
What's
sense.
up, Jimmy?
Well, in
What?
certain math, it would have been easy, yes, because some of the math shit that I was taught, I don't even fucking use it.
Yeah.
So I think it was pointless to fucking learn it. But some of it I use day to day.
Bushman. Rock Wolf, Jim, welcome in. Good to see you, brother.
What's up, Bushman Rockwell?
Which is geometry and then decimals and fractionals is my day to day shit.
Yeah, you still use a lot of that crap. I don't.
I can count to 10
I can
without
count
taking
them.
my, without
But the
taking my
pre-algebra,
shoes off. Yeah, without taking my shoes off. Yeah.
but the pre-algebra and the algebra and all that shit, I don't use that shit. Trigonometry, fuck, I don't use that shit. Waste of my time. Couldn't figure the fucking shit out anyway. It's all confusing.
It all equal to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fuck.
What's the answer to that? 2.
Exactly.
Just started doing computers in my math room. I'm like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah. I wasn't in the school long enough to worry about half of the shit.
Yep, me neither.
I was there half a day. Then I'd go to vocational school, go learn how to weld, and then come home.
Yep, I freaking hated that crap.
I didn't get to do that till I was in high school. Do half a day vocational school.
Social
freshman and
studies.
sophomore
The
year.
hell do I need to know social studies for?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'll figure that
exactly.
shit out as life goes on, right?
Right.
That's trial and
Yeah,
error.
why the?
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I need to know the fucking 23rd president right now and retain it?
Dallas Tech.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And why do I need to know what he signed on this such and such date of such and such year? I mean, no. Sorry.
what difference does it make who signed on the Declaration of Independence?
Right.
It's signed.
Exactly. It's signed and there's like 20 fucking copies. So,
Yep, because they want to change it anyhow.
right. So it doesn't do us any good to memorize it.
Not RC related, but I bought me a beautiful Blackstone grill this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get
Yeah.
the did you get the big one?
The
2
price-
burner. It's for camping, so I can
oh,
pack
okay.
it up, and came with a
Okay.
stand and a
So-
lid, and yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah,
burner
it's-
flat top.
That's the fryer,
It's
right?
the flat top, yeah.
Yeah, the flat top.
Yeah.
Flat top.
Yeah, Blackstone.
Griddle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
griddle. Yeah. Yeah, it came with a nice stand and shit for it, and it folds up and everything, so you can throw it in the fucking storage of your camper. And
Yeah, I would love one of those for my backyard.
yeah, they are freaking sweet. I'm just waiting on the seasoning to come. I had to get that off of Amazon. They didn't have any in stock here.
Where did
Like-
you get?
Oh, to season it.
Yeah, to season it. Go ahead, Dennis.
Where did you buy your Blackstone from?
I got it at friggin' Walmart.
Walmart.
wow.
Walmart was
Yeah,
doing a sale on them.
yeah, I got it for
For 4th of July.
$260.
They sell all kinds of shit for the Blackstone.
Yeah, yeah,
All
Yes.
kinds.
that's where I got it. They were out of stock of all the accessories and stuff, but they had 2 left in stock. I was searching during the late afternoon yesterday, well, almost early evening, and I came across it and they had them in stock here. So the wife and I just jumped in the car and went over and picked one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm kind of glad that I
Nice.
didn't get that instead of that Coleman grill that I bought. Cause I like the ability to just have the just the grate there,
Yeah,
so I can, put stuff on it to just warm it up or to actually cook it.
yeah, yeah.
Not like the griddle where you're heating up the whole damn thing.
Well,
Yeah,
that'll
baby.
be for breakfast stuff, I would think.
Oh, it's good for
Yeah,
anything.
definitely breakfast shit. That'd be good.
Yeah, but really good for breakfast stuff. Yeah.
Well, they've even got those little silicone hoops for doing the eggs.
Yeah.
So it doesn't run down the backside of the grill.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to use it.
See, when those things first came out, I wasn't too fond of them, but the more that I was watching videos on them, they seemed like a really good grill to have.
Yeah, and they have the grill itself, they have it's version 2 of their grill. The first grills were pretty good, but now they have a new cast iron grill, and it's their second version of it, and it's supposed to be way, way better.
And
Omnivar, or I can't remember what they call it.
they've actually come down in price.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
They
Huge.
were super expensive when they first come out.
Yeah.
Well, you have Blackstone that started making those, which they got to be like one of the most expensive grills you could buy. And then all of a sudden,
Yep.
the big green egg. And
Yeah.
to get a big green egg, you're spending $1,000 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
For Blackstone to be able to sell a lot of their stuff, they needed to try and figure out where other than online to sell it. So they took Walmart in as a distributor.
Yeah. Yeah, they had all like 4 or 5 different types, and they got the big freaking deck ones, and our Walmart here has everything. They just
Did you
didn't have a lot of
see-
accessories. They were sold out of
Did
all
you
that.
see the griddle smoker?
Yeah. Yeah.
The 3-in-1?
3-in-1. Yeah. Yeah. That thing is awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Comes with an awesome price.
I
And
need
then
to build a bigger deck for that thing.
and then you've got what is it? Lowe's or not Lowe's? What the fuck? Ace Hardware, I think it was, had the Blackstones and then Pit Bosses, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll tell you what, Pit
Like,
Boss,
okay, so you're selling Pit Boss
Pit
and
Boss is pretty good too.
yeah.
is it?
You
Because
know,
that's what I was
they're
looking at
probably-
before the Blackstone.
They're probably right up there, if
Yeah.
not better than the Blackstone.
Yeah, they're just a lot more expensive, but they're
Really?
sweet too. Yeah. Yeah, they're nice. My
'Cause
brother-in-law
that's what I was looking at.
2-burner pit, and it's good.
Yeah, those are made here in the US. A couple brothers started that.
Because the Green Mountains are too fucking expensive.
Fuck them big green eggs.
The green, well, no, the Green Mountain grills, those fuckers are too expensive.
Oh yeah, I put the fly swatter away, the fucking flies back. Fuck, it's a little one too.
Little snappy little fuckers.
Yeah, I had the garage door open all day. So they probably got into the garage, and when I came into the house, they got in, old bastards.
Well, it's good. I hope you enjoy your grill.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks. Once I get her seasoned up, she'll be ready to go.
Before the wife comes in here and yells at me again. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, Dennis, hope you feel better, buddy.
All right.
I'm
Catch you
feeling a
later,
lot better.
Dennis.
It's just
Hope you feel better, Dennis.
looking hard to talk now. So
Thanks.
later, chat.
Later, Dennis.
Later, Kurt, Keith,
Later,
Gordon,
Dennis.
Matt.
Later, Dennis.
Later, Dennis. Get better. Damn. But he ended up getting sick over the weekend or something.
He got heat stroke last week. He was off all last week.
Oh, he got heat stroke. Fuck.
Yeah, he was in rough shape last week. Yeah, he was not doing
Heat
well.
stroke's nothing to fuck around with.
No.
Fuck.
He wasn't hydrating himself enough.
Good gas grill for $89.
Damn. I was just about to ask that. Probably not hydrating.
Yeah, grills ain't cheap no more. Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, you can still
Nothing's
get
cheap anymore.
You know, just drinking water, you get dehydrated. Need
Yeah, water
freaking
doesn't
salt.
hydrate you.
That's right.
Nope. You gotta have something more than
Have
that.
electrolytes
Yep.
like Pedialyte, that type of stuff will
Yeah,
get you
at
hydrated.
least a little salt in there.
I have a banana every day too.
2 a day. I eat 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night.
And I have at least
Yeah.
one a day.
Yep. I love my bananas.
That's a lie, man.
And I drink a
Yeah,
lot of
bananas
electrolyte
too.
drinks, low calorie electrolyte drinks because of my running and stuff.
Yeah, energy drink, C4, Monster. Come on.
That's called
There you go. Hell yeah.
That's not freaking electrolyte.
That's
No,
electrolytes,
Hey.
buddy.
They say they have a. They say they have
it's
electrolytes in
electrolyte, all
them.
right.
You drink too many of those motherfuckers in the daytime, I will tell you, you will start seeing pink fucking elephants.
Dude, I get
I've
Yellow
lived
duck,
it.
man.
I get cramps in the middle of the night if I have too many of them during the week.
You will see pink fucking elephants if you live on those things. I'll tell you.
Nah,
I was driving
Oh,
across
no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
many years ago. I was driving across Canada away from my kids. They were young at the time. My ex-wife. I was across the country in a different base for a long period of time, and I said, hell, I'm 3,500 kilometers, right? So a 3-day drive. I said, I'm gonna just start sucking coffee in the morning and then monsters from that time forth. Well, I was going through northern Ontario in the Thunder Bay area, and there's nothing there, nothing for 300 to 400 kilometers, not a gas station, nothing. So I had bought a 6-pack of Monster, and it was at night. And I swear to Christ, I was seeing pink elephants. I was
Oh my God.
so friggin' high on Monster. I had to pull over on the side of the road and just have a nap. Yeah. I was in rough shape. Yeah, it was
Jeez.
pretty bad. I was like, what the hell was that? Okay, I'm done. I can't do this. Yeah. That was about 1,600 kilometers into the drive.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just running on Monster.
Running on caffeine and then monsters. Yeah. I can do this. I can
Oh
do
my
this, right? You think you can do it when you're young and you want to get home to your kids. Been gone for
Right.
6 months and you want to get home to your kids and no, yeah, don't do it. Yeah. Now it's low calorie, 20 calorie electrolyte drinks. That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And coffee.
I can
I'm
only
a
drink
coffee.
one energy a day. That's the, if that.
Yeah, my body's
like
immune to
one-
caffeine now, but I can
one
drink
every other
coffee all day and doesn't keep me up at night, but
I drink the coffee, Black Rifle coffee energy drinks.
yeah, I'm a big coffee guy.
If I don't have coffee available in my grounds, if I run out and I forget, I'll swing by the gas station and grab a Black Rifle coffee energy, which isn't bad.
I don't think
But
we,
that's what I usually drink is Black Rifle.
yeah, I've never heard of them. I don't think we have them in Canada.
Black Rifle coffee, they're
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
good,
think
man.
so.
Heard of those either.
They're good. The only thing is, depends on how much coffee you drink. It's about, well, you might have to convert it here, Dwayne. It's about $14 to $16 a bag.
Huh. So 30 bucks, 25 bucks.
What's, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
But they
drink
got all sorts of shit. They've got black, black coffee. They've got some that are medium roast and light roast, and they got all sorts of shit. It's veteran owned and veteran ran. That's why I chose to drink it, because it's in the United States and it's actually out of Utah. So figured nothing better to support veterans than buying coffee from
yeah.
them versus giving it to the big coffee companies that are just same old shit. Give it to these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Computer is whacking out tonight.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you've been freezing quite a bit.
Yeah.
Of course, they got merch. You know, they got patches and hats and coffee cups and all sorts of shit. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
I'll pull a bag of coffee out that I got and I'll show you. I don't use fucking Keurig cup. I think they have some of those if you drink that stuff. Oh.
I drink my Starbucks every morning.
Yeah, Tim
Starbucks?
Hortons. I have my Tim Hortons every morning on the way to work.
Tim Hortons, huh?
I have about
I don't have one.
2 to 3 cups in the morning.
Yeah, I drink 2 cups during the week, Monday through Friday. During the day, that's it. But on the weekends when I'm at home, I probably have maybe, well, some days probably 4 or 5 cups of coffee at home. But during the
At
week,
home.
I just have
Yeah.
2 a day. One when I first get up in the morning before I have my shower, I sit and have a coffee and watch the morning news, and then I head to work, grab a coffee on my way to work, and that's it.
That's what I do. I have one when I wake up and then a travel mug, which is about 2 on
Yeah.
the way to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I get an extra large Timmy's every morning, which is about 2 cups of coffee. Yeah.
Shit, you guys are 28 ounces of coffee every fucking morning.
Well, that's about close to what we drink, like a double
Is it?
Doug, extra large Timmy's is 2.5 cups of coffee, 3 cups of coffee,
Is it?
wait, 2.5. I think they're 15 or 18 ounce cups.
Hey, Tim, you're the amateur. I got a buddy that drinks it all day long and he drinks coffee all day and then eats a Snickers bar for lunch. Beat that.
I used to just drink coffee. That was it. I never used to eat lunch
He had a Snickers
Coffee.
bar.
all
Yeah,
day.
That's
Yeah.
all he did.
All day? Hell
All day.
no.
He knew,
Yeah.
he knew-
Tracy's,
No.
he knew where every
Tracy's
7-Eleven
brother-in-law
was in the Bay
did just
Area.
that. That's all he would drink was coffee, nothing else.
That's why caffeine
Wow.
doesn't keep me up at night or anything. My body's just so used to it.
Yeah, it depends. The energy drink keeps me up,
Not me.
Energy drinks don't keep me up.
but coffee, nah. It helps me wake up in the morning, but it doesn't keep me up.
Yeah. Gets me motivated. And I just like the taste of coffee.
Not me. For every day when I'm at work, I eat breakfast, lunch, and then I have a mid snack on my last break.
Coffee with a little Corleans and creamer for creamer. Bailey's.
Bailey, I was about to say that Bailey's.
Yeah.
Coffee and Bailey's.
Coffee and Bailey's, man.
Laugh out loud.
Can't do that at work, but you can do it at
Yeah, if I worked indoors, like sat at a computer desk, I would probably drink coffee for
Yeah.
90% of the day.
Oh, I could too. Yeah, for sure.
But since I'm on the road all the time and it gets hot where I'm at,
Yeah.
I have to have some cold stuff too. I mean, I'll drink
right.
some coffee if I find a good place that has it. It's not when I'm out.
Well, guys, that's it for me.
In the
I'm out.
summertime.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Have a good night.
See you guys Wednesday, I
See you
guess. eh,
later.
Kurt?
Yeah, Dwayne. Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be on this Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I won't. I'll be out camping, so
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll be on this Wednesday for sure.
All right, cool.
Have a good night.
Peace, chat.
See you, Dwayne.
See you, Keith.
See you later, Dwayne.
Later, Dwayne.
Matt, have a good one.
You too, Dwayne.
All right, I'm gonna shut the live down since I keep freezing all the time.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
See you guys later.
Appreciate
Makes
it,
sense.
Night,
guys.
chat.
Later.
Chat, Rockwolf, Swampers, Tim, these all flapping lips, Dirk, appreciate you, buddy. Redneck, Rockwolf, appreciate you popping in, buddy. Who else is in here? Bushman. Bushman. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate everybody that popped in here.
No problem.
Thompson Zoo. Squirrel. Yeah, Squirrel's always here first. Dirk or Squirrel, so appreciate it, Squirrel. Desk all day, I'd be recycling 3 pots of coffee a day. Yeah, no doubt. I do the same thing if I sat at the desk, so. But I know. All right, guys.
I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't either, but. Industry.